Dr. Marty Becker is an only Good Morning America's favorite veterinarian expert. He's been a practicing vet for over 30 years, always on the lookout for new products to help pets live a happier and healthier life, and an easier one for their caregivers. This morning, Marty is here with some of his favorite pet products of 08, the breakthroughs in care, feeding, and good old fun that came out of this year. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Always great to have you, and wonderful to have these two little guys. Tell the folks where Shelby here and Sheffield are from.
They are from the Humane Society of New York. This little girl is 9 weeks old, and this little guy here is about 16 weeks old, and they just want to move from the cage at the shelter to the couch at somebody's home.
First of all, how do you narrow down your list of the best of 08 or the best of any year? It must be a bit of a daunting task.
I know I look young, but I've been practicing as a veterinarian for 30 years. I read my veterinary journals, I read the pet magazines, I go to the world's largest veterinary conventions, the world's largest pet industry, like the Global Pet Expo they call it. And I interviewed, sent out a network of about several hundred people saying, what are the truly innovative products that are worthy? So we narrowed it down from all these sources down to the truly innovative veterinary and pet products of 2008.
Well, then let's dive right in because we want to make sure everybody gets a good feel for what we've got here. Let's start out here with 40 Flora. Tell us about that.
This is by Prina Veterinary Diets. And you've heard of Activa, or the kind of activated yogurts. It's really the rage with humans now. A lot of times pets get a digestive upset. They've been traveling, they're stressed out from boarding, they're on antibiotic therapy, there's a new pet in the household, you've moved households, and so they get these digestive upsets. So we're typically a stool that's not normal, it's runny. If you have a pet that has a stomach upset for 2 or 3 days, that's one thing, but if it keeps going, this is what this is designed for. And basically what this is a normal flora, the intestinal flora in a dog or cat, and it's in a powder form, and you just top dress their food. The good thing is it serves to enhance the flavors.
All right, flea treatment, something that is kind of sometimes a pain as the owner of an animal to do because you've got to put it on, you've got to be aware not to touch it, keep the kids' hands away, right?
Yeah.
This is a breakthrough in terms of that.
This is by Lilly. It's called COMFORTIS. What I like about this as a veterinarian is there's no transfer from one animal to another. Don't have to worry about children coming in contact with it or coming in contact with a couch or something, so it's going to get on your furniture, on your carpet. It's the first FDA-approved beef-flavored tablet. So they're going to have this one tablet, and they're going to get rid of the fleas, die within 30 minutes. If you have a flea problem, that's really a favorite of mine. COMFORTIS.
And they'll eat that right out of your hands.
Eat it right out of your hands. It's a treat. Putting the treat in treatment.
We love that. That's great. Sometimes they get little scrapes, scratches, and they kind of go wild over it sometimes. It's hard to keep them away from it.
We've seen hot spots, you always think about, where it just burns and they just can't quit licking it or scratching at it. They get an abrasion, they get a bite wound. This is a new product available strictly from veterinarians. It's brand new, called ZOONOX. And what this is, this product has a full atmosphere of oxygen in it. And we've known for over the years of hyperbaric chambers, speed healing for burn patients. Well, what this, oh, you're playing here. Normal atmosphere, normal breathing air has 18% oxygen in it, and this has 5 times the amount of oxygen. It looks like a cream, kind of like shaving cream or toothpaste. Yeah. But you get this from your veterinarian and put it on a wound. It heals 2 to 3 times faster with that.
All right, so you get it from the veterinarian. It's not over the counter.
Very inexpensive, over the counter at the vet, though.
That's great. All right, tell us about this. It's called the bristle bone.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Here's what veterinary behaviorists tell us. One of the problems with feeding is that pets get bored just eating out of a bowl. So they get bored. Boredom equals behavioral problems. Behavioral problems equal being removed from the home, and being removed from the home usually ends up being a death sentence. So they're really big on the food puzzles. What I like about this is from Premier Pet Products called the Busybuddy bristle bone, is when the pet is eating on this bone, it has these little refillable gnawhide, not rawhide, gnawhide discs. We're just having a great activity here, aren't we?
These guys are loving each other.
It actually has little bristles on it that actually clean their teeth. And so periodontal disease is the #1 problem we see as veterinarians. Of all pets we see every day, #1 thing is periodontal disease. So here they're really brushing their teeth as they're eating a bone.
Which is great because I have a little guy at home, a little dog, and it's hard to brush their teeth.
We're hooked on you, is that all right?
It's fine. These two may have to go home together. Let's talk about this because there can be a problem with over drinking, correct, with animals?
My daughter Mikkel and her husband Pat have a little pug named Bruce, and he gulps water. He just sits there and just gulps water, and then he wants to vomit the water back up. This is called the Drink Better bowl, and this thing I love for several reasons. One is you can see it has a little floating reservoir here, and so the pets can only get small amounts of water at a time. And also, it doesn't slosh around. So instead of them drinking and you've seen water all over the ground, it has an anti-skid surface so it doesn't move. Also, they don't get their muzzle in the ears now. You see that staining they get from the chlorine. But it says they just drink this little amount of water. It constantly fills up a small amount. Now, this is called the Eat Better bowl, and notice it has an obstacle in it, inside of it, kind of like a wishbone. And what that does is the pet can't, what they call wolf their food down, where they just sit there and they just engulf it, you know, and eat it. We used to have a lab that would eat that amount of food in 16 seconds. So we remember the old movie Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yes.
We had Gone in 16 Seconds, we called it. But this makes them to eat 3 to 4 times slower, so you don't get the bloat problems and other issues like that where they'll vomit the food back up.
Just that little bit. All right, so we've got the breakthroughs in technology, and now we're going to go a little fun, aren't we?
Oh gosh, the puppy pinata, isn't it? I can just imagine a 6-year-old swinging a stick, except in this case it's your dog. I will tell you, when the puppy pinatas came, our dogs could smell it inside the box.
Wow.
They could smell it. So what you do, it has a little treat area here, and you just fill it with little pieces of rawhide or other kind of treats, and your pet will sniff it out and discover this. And long after the treats are gone, they can still smell the treat on the toy, so they like to play with it.
Right.
Is that awesome?
What do you think, Shelby? Huh?
What do you think, Shelby?
She'll get there eventually, for sure.
She just smells that scent on there. Isn't that great?
Oh, jackpot.
There we go.
Tell us a little bit about these little guys down
Now,
here.
this is so cute. We're seeing more small pets. Like, take Shelby here. Shelby might be in 13 to 15-pound range. More apartments where you have a loft, so you have a railing there. What this does, it fits around their neck, and so when they go up to the railing, it's like a life preserver, so they can't squeeze through and make a fall down there, so go through stairs or any kind of a railing. I love this product, the Puppy Bumper.
Tell the folks at home why it's so important. We've got these two little guys here again.
Again, there from the Humane Society in New York. This is going to be a surprising statistic, but there's up to 6 million dogs and cats that end up in shelters each year, all of which about half end up going home. So knowing from veterinary medicine, pets that live in multiple pet households are sick less often and actually live longer. So there's a compelling reason for you to also adopt another dog or cat and have them home. Your own pet that you have at home is going to be happier, healthier, and live a longer life as well.
And so will we, right?
So will we.
It serves both purposes. Dr. Marty, always great to have you here. If you'd like to go over this wonderful list once again, you know what to do. Revisit us at abcnews.com. Click on the Good Morning America Now link, and we hope to see you back here soon.